you say he is essentially helpless. Do you really think that Obama wants to stop the surveillance society that we have, if he could?
You know, I can't read his mind. I don't have any real sense of what type of person he is after all of these years. And I think we're always sort of dependent on perceptions that are crafted by the electronic media. But my sense is that even if he wants to do something, and I'll give him the benefit on the doubt on some of the promises that he made when he was running for office, and in fact his criticism of George W. Bush on very similar surveillance policies, I think realistically he just can't do anything about it. In fact, that has been a theme in my work and in our work on whowhatwhy.com, that if you look back historically, you'll see all the way back to Franklin Roosevelt, he was basically warning that his hands were somewhat tied by people in the financial centers. He wrote a letter to Colonel House, the former chief aide to Woodrow Wilson. He said, "You and I both know that the real power in this country resides not in Washington, but in the great financial centers." Dwight Eisenhower, I think, was very much under the thumb of these same interests, and took a very bold move as he was leaving office with his famous military-industrial complex speech. So I think that all of these presidents essentially are very limited in what they can do. To some extent, they're actors chosen for their ability to perform publicly. And I think that whenever, on rare occasion, we've had someone like a Roosevelt or particularly a John F. Kennedy who challenged these power centers, they quickly were put in their place, sometimes violently. I think that to some extent the range of the permissible is such that the people from both parties are essentially wings of the same party, and that they understand that that really all they can do is wiggle a little bit, and that's why you don't see huge differences in the kinds of policies by and large being proposed by cabinet secretaries and top advisors.